Hey there, welcome back, and let me say again, thanks for watching. It is 3 a.m. right now, and I am headed in uh, for my work this morning as a UPS package handler. I am in my third week, and the main topic I wanted to talk about today was payroll. I'm going to keep this relatively short, but my experience at UPS has been one that is a good reminder for everyone, particularly when you're going into a situation that is new for you as it relates to payroll. Um, when I took this job, you go through online, you set up direct deposit information, you fill out a normal W-4 for tax withholding information, and then you also obviously told what your pay rate is, which the all of the hiring at the hub that I am at is at $21 an hour, which we've mentioned before. Um, Oddly enough, in my first round of payroll, all three of those were incorrect. And so, very briefly, my direct deposit information, we put in a routing number and account number for my bank. And oddly enough, the routing number and account number in the system at UPS were correct, but it had pulled in a random incorrect bank name. And that seems to have kicked out my direct deposit into a physical check. So when they were coming around on Friday handing out physical checks, they called my name and they had one. So I thought that was unexpected since I had filled out the direct deposit information, but not really a problem. I just went and picked it up. After I got done with work that day, I opened up my the paper check that had been given to me, and it was the check was for $0.00. And after looking at the pay stub, what actually happened is the W-4 information seemed to have gone into the payroll incorrectly as well. So my entire paycheck was withheld for federal tax. Not really a huge deal. Again, I do this as a side hustle, and I have a regular full-time job that pays my bills, and so just having a few hours from the first week, it was actually less than 10 hours from the first week, the way that it worked out. It was not a big deal. I knew that I could figure out how to submit a new or a corrected W-4 and get future paychecks, federal tax, working correctly. Then finally, on the paycheck stub, it actually said my pay rate at $21 an hour. And then, since I had very few hours, it was very easy math to tell that the total that it was calculating was not based on $21 an hour. And so, doing a little bit of math, what it actually turned out as is the pay rate that my hours were calculated against was actually $15.50, even though the paycheck said right on it that the rate was 21. So basically, the three main elements that I would say, or maybe three of the four main elements, with the fourth being just timing of getting payroll out. Obviously, the timing worked correctly, but the pay rate, the tax withholding, and where the money was supposed to go all failed in my first round of payroll. And so I don't say that to knock on UPS necessarily. I don't know if they had a new person that was working on payroll when they were setting up my information, or if it was just a flat out mistake of some kind. But I say it as a reminder that when you are getting your paycheck or regularly checking in with your paycheck, you really should double check the calculations, the numbers, the rates, to make sure that you're getting paid what you intend to get paid, because people in payroll make mistakes just like everyone else, and it's not certainly beyond the realm of possibility that even though you thought and you were told you would make a certain amount, that the payroll is incorrect. So with a relatively short conversation with the site supervisor, I was able to get this corrected. They've submitted requests to get the pay rate corrected, and so I'll be looking. Obviously, I'll be checking it very very specifically for my next payroll at the end of this week. But that the managers were very quick to take action and get it fixed. So that was my experience for the first payroll. It wasn't exactly a positive one, but again, I'm sticking with the persevere, pay attention, don't expect a lot, and then as I get into this, hopefully the experience will smooth out a little bit. I am in week 3. I am actually today going to be doing my first day as handling an entire a specific section, 3 full trucks, and so I'm looking forward to that, and we'll have another video or 2 coming out here later this week. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below, and I will talk to you again soon.